Oh, I'm live. Well, let's see here. This is a quick impromptu deal here. Yeah, so we've been at the cabin for a little while now and getting packed up, getting ready to head back. And so, where's the camera on this thing? I got a new phone, so I'm kind of getting used to it. Let me just set this up to where it's, keep getting my hand in the way. How was my hand there? Anyways, all right. So how you guys doing? Today, I didn't film anything. Sorry. I just got to work, and I can kind of show you what I was doing. But I basically had my father-in-law's like brush, I don't know, weed eater kind of thing with a metal blade on it, because it rained last night. So I was like, well, the ground's going to be a little bit damp, so I'm just going to get after as much as I can. We have a lot of a lot of growth, a lot of weeds and plants that keep growing up, and I still am not nowhere near done with that. Let me show you what I've done here. But this area right here, let's flip the camera here in a second. I'll give you an idea. How do I do that? Let me flip the camera. There it is right there. Okay, let's flip it. All right, so there's the new woodshed, which I need to come up here tomorrow and put some more screws in. Wind's picking up, and I don't think I didn't put enough screws or any screws on that corner, right on that side right there. So that's a problem. Keeps picking it up and wanting to flip it over. So if we get a bad storm, that's gonna go. What I did is I just took this brush clearing deal and just cut all that down. So now you can see through there. Before, this was all grown up like that, about that high right there. So, and there's just like a little path that came down here. So I'm trying to clear this out and get it to where it's a little bit usable. I didn't get over here yet. I need to put the weed eater attachment on it. So maybe tomorrow I'll finish this up and kind of go over it really close. With the cutter that I was using, that thing is, you don't want that to spark against rocks and stuff. You know, it's just not good. So I get it kind of close with that. You can see it kind of shreds everything. So I got that pretty good, but these are trip hazards, not good. So I just want to see what we got, because eventually we're going to have somebody come up here and clear this with, an excavator or a dozer or something. Andrew, what's up, buddy? Hey, you did catch us live. Yeah. And I got we're on AT&T now, which has way better service up here for some reason. So hopefully you guys are getting a good live stream. I've had really good luck with this service. I haven't live streamed with it yet, but you can see how thick that is right there. See, that's what was going on right in here. So you can see the car over there, and you can kind of see, got a bunch of junk piled up. I got to move all that. I'm kind of leaving those long because I think when we get an excavator in here, I don't want to cut them down. I want to have somebody just rip them out. So either I'll rent one or we'll get somebody to do it. But you can see this is going to make a nice little area right there. Load in the firewood, boom. We can move all that firewood from underneath the cabin and get away from it. That's just not good. So, man, it's so nice out here today. It's like the perfect day. But that's what we've been doing. Super simple. I didn't have time to film it, sorry, but that's what we did. That's what I did today. Got that all cleared up. And then we went down and, you can kind of see it over there, the side-by-side. Got that loaded up. Just kind of putting around with the kids and having some fun before we have to head back. But guys, here's the thing. Let's flip this back. Here's the thing. There's a lot going on. Like I said, well driller's going to be up here in, I don't know, 5 weeks or something. I don't know. Whenever he gets the chance to do it, as they say, you never know. Oh yeah, I piled everything up right here. Check it out. That's the pile I made today. It doesn't look huge, but man, there's a lot of brush. There's a lot more still hiding in there. So, gonna make a little burn pile, and I'm gonna take all this garbage and put that over there too and light that off in the fall. Hopefully if we get up here. So that'd be cool. I did a little bit of trimming over there, cutting over there, but not much. I still have a lot to do. Did some here. So, man, that thing is a beast, that thing. But look at that, nice day. Yeah. Too windy to do a fire pit, too dry out here. This is kind of past you can do fire pits up here, but it's past the safety kind of, I don't like doing them just because it's just not super safe to do it. So I just kind of wait till things get cooled off again. Let's flip this around. So not a whole lot of updating, just that's all we did today. And yeah, we're gonna be heading back here pretty soon. Should be back up here fairly soon. So stay tuned for that. I don't know exactly when, we're still trying to work it out. But we have a lot of things planned that we got to get done up here. I really want to get this place sort of functional this year. It's been kind of a, like I talked about it in the last few videos, like we really want to get it usable. It doesn't have to be perfect, but at least so we can stay up here for a while. Right now it's just not quite usable. So how are you guys doing? Who else is on there? I see some people join. Stream looks good. That's awesome. Yeah, I haven't seen, it hasn't said, I mean, it doesn't tell me if it's good. I guess when it goes bad, sometimes it says that it'll your stream's kind of bad connect, but I haven't got that yet, so I'm happy. I can't see anything else. Is that rain? Kind of feeling raindrops. That's weird. Yeah, it's been kind of rainy up here the last couple of days, which has been great for the fire season because it's getting dry. This is a part that kind of scares me. So that's one of the reasons why I was clearing brush around here. Like I said, I have a lot more to do. I wish I would have gotten on that earlier. But that's just going to be a project that I'm just going to keep doing. I'm just going to keep knocking this brush down, getting this cleared out, and hopefully we can get somebody up here with an excavator and get this area cleaned up and cleared out and make it look really nice. We're starting to get excited about it. So that's about all I have. What else? Did we do anything else? Not really. Went and picked a few berries with the kids a little bit ago. They had a blast. Little Maddie loves berries of any kind. If you have a handful of berries, she'll pretty much take them from you. So that's pretty cool. She loves that. What else? I don't think there's much more. Kind of that's about it. Did I do anything else up here? You know, when I come up lately, when I've been coming up here, I've been working just at my job remote. So I come up, I actually don't spend a lot of time working on the property because I just kind of come up when I can in the evenings and do different things. So it hasn't been super intense, and but I do have some more vacation time coming up. So hopefully in the fall, we're gonna be like really spending some dedicated time up here. Andrew asked if we had an escape route for a fire. Well, that depends. I don't really have a good one. I can retreat a different direction. I don't know if that's good or bad. I can retreat to where I know there's water, and I think that I could get out if I had icy. I've been using that side-by-side, as you can see, loaded up right there. Awesome. And theoretically, I could take off down the hill and probably make it out, but it wouldn't be super fast, and I don't know if it would buy me any time. So there is, I know of an escape route. I do know of an escape route, but the hill is so steep at the end that it really is scary. So I don't know if I would ever take that. I think I would end up probably flipping over backwards and crashing. That wouldn't be good. But I do know of another way out of here. If I had to do it and I just had to go, I could probably get out. So that's a good question. Do you have is there anybody else on wants to say hi before I shut this down? Real quick update. Again, not a lot on the agenda, so just enjoying the day up here. It's been like 70s today, probably 75. Really, really nice out. So what does this little button do? Viewing live chat. All chats are visible. Oh, yeah. How do I thumb through it? Okay. I'm still learning this thing, so that's cool. Whoa, whoa. Top chat. What are you guys doing to stay prepared for the coming year? I think I mentioned this before, but Mrs. D is going to be doing homeschooling. So that's going to be a really big advantage because we can come up here now in the fall. So for the last 2 years, we haven't been able to come up here in the fall. And that's my favorite time to come up here because it gets cold. And I love working the chainsaw in the cold. What'd you guys think of the 261, huh? That thing works great. I love that saw. I like chainsaws in general, but the 261, I'm pretty happy with that saw so far. But I like cutting firewood. I have a ton of firewood to cut down below, and I am sort of just waiting for it to get cold and nasty and rainy and windy and icy up here before I really dig into that. So yeah, that's the plan. You guys let me know in the comments what you guys are doing to prepare for the upcoming year. It's going to be a weird one. It's going to stay weird, I think. It's going to stay pretty weird. So yeah, it's definitely motivated us to get this place going. Andrew has yeah, it's not, you know, it's fast. I would say it's comparable. It doesn't have a lot of low end grunt, but when you get that thing wound up, it cuts really good. The 390 is really good. I was talking to a logger over here, and he was running a 362, which is a pretty nice machine too. I really like that one. Pretty fast. I think he had a 25-inch bar on it. I didn't show you in the video, but I actually bought a 16-inch bar. I think I might have shown the 16-inch bar, but it came with a 20. So I'll use the 16 probably for most things around here. But I did take a tree down. I think I showed you in the last video, and I did sneak the 20-inch bar on that one. 121 pole saw. Okay, I see some comments from Andrew. Cool. All right, looks like we're back. So we had a little bit of a glitch there. Good to know. Good to know. Good to know. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I switch out bars on that thing, 20-inch to 16-inch, and I think that is going to be. Am I back, Andrew? I see your comment. Hopefully I'm back. Yep. Sometimes that happens. I don't know. It's weird. You know, I was using this with a tethered with a hotspot today on the computer, and it worked great. So maybe I'll have to do that next time I do YouTube Live on this thing. Weird. But anyways, yeah, kind of getting used to that saw. That's great. What else? Ooh, yeah. There's also, I do miss my 180 already. The little tiny guy, the little tiny saw that we used to use all the time. I'm a big fan of small saws. I've really been eyeballing the 20, I think it's called the 2511 by Echo. Andrew, if you're watching, you should take a look at that little thing. It's a top handle, and I think it's a 10 or a 12-inch bar on that. Boring Gearhead hopped on good and clear. Awesome. Yeah, we had a little bit of a freeze up here for a second. That's weird. But take a look at the Echo 2511T, I think is what it's called. Tiny little saw. I really have been looking at that one just because I think around here we have a lot of brush, as I was showing you, and that would be so handy to get into the brush and just one-handing. I mean, I know you're not supposed to do that. I would never one-hand. Always be safe. OSHA rules up here. So, yeah, that would be a fun one to try. What else? Boring Gearhead, what are you doing to prepare for the next year? We know it's going to be weird. We know it's going to be weird going into the winter. What are you going to be doing to prepare for the coming year, or the fall, I guess, winter? I mean, everybody's talking the second wave, right? Don't know. You know, like I said, we've sort of opted to homeschool and not put our kids in school this year. We can keep things close. We can keep things tight, you know, keep everybody healthy, and just kind of do our thing. I think we're going to use it as an opportunity to get closer as a family, and to just get some different opportunities. One opportunity has obviously been coming up here more. Hope you guys enjoy that. We've been enjoying it. And I have some videos planned. Oh yeah, I was going to tell you, I totally forgot I was going to do an EDC, sort of wood cutting EDC video. And I have some stuff I got to pick up when we get home. You know, I have a first aid kit and some different things that I always bring when I'm up here cutting, because a lot of times I'm up here by myself. You probably don't know that. Mrs. D stays back with her family sometimes at their house, and so I, you know, because she gets kind of bored not being up here when I'm, you know, cutting trees down, which is understandable. And a lot of times her dad, my father-in-law, will come up with me, but sometimes I'm just by myself. Like this morning, I was up here all by myself, by my lonesome. And that sounds kind of stupid, but I was up here, and you know, you got to take precautions. So I carry a good first aid kit. I'll show that to you sometime, and also my protective gear, which you've probably seen. And you know what's funny with those chainsaw chaps that I use, that I wear those almost all the time, but for whatever reason, the last couple of times I've been cutting, I've spilt bar oil all down the front of the left leg, and it's really annoying. So I figured out how I'm going to clean those. There's actually a specific thing you're supposed to use for that. So I'll do a video on that. I'll order some of that and get that done because, you know, it's Kevlar, it's fireproof, but, you know, sparks can fly. And the last thing you want to have is oily chainsaw chaps, I think. I don't think that would be a good thing, you know, especially up here. You catch a spark or you're working around a campfire, not good. So I'm going to get those cleaned up and I hope it works. So, but any other... Looks like we're getting some more people joining. That's awesome. Do say hi. Do step in and say hi. That's cool. I'm seeing the numbers kind of going up and down and doing whatever they're doing. But I think I'm going to head... It's just too nice. I don't want to head back right now. I don't want to head back. Look at that. There's the cabin in the background. What do you guys think? Should we add on to the cabin before we build? Because we really want to build like some sort of house up here someday, but I'm kind of hesitant to add on to this thing if we're going to end up moving it. I would like to, like I said, move it that way, move it back. Southern Prepper 1, are you serious? I've been a fan of you for like 10 years. I didn't know you watched. Fantastic, man. I really love your channel. Big fan of Southern Prepper 1. Always a fan. Been a subscriber for years. Oh, that's awesome. Wow. How are things over there on the east side of the country, by the way? How are you guys doing? I mean, you always have the best advice. And is your wife doing good? I know, I don't know the details. I don't know the details, but I'm hoping you guys are doing well. Thank you, man. Thank you. Southern Prepper 1 just dropped in. That, mind blown. Awesome. Hope you're doing well, man. Hope you're doing well. Love the channel. Wife is good. Yes, it's always great when the family's good, man. And you guys have been a big inspiration for this channel. I can tell you that. That is so cool. So cool. You know, Southern Prepper 1, years ago, I remember you made a comment on one of my videos, and I was still blown away. I can't believe you're watching right now. That's awesome. Yeah, we're up. If you haven't seen, we're up in northern Idaho. Obviously, not going to tell you exactly where it's at, but you can probably figure it out. Oh yeah. Half horsepower well pump, boring gearhead. Wait, where's the don't lose the comments. I can't. Live chat, how do you do that? There it is. Thank you, man. Thank you, boring gear. Well, man, I don't know. I'm guessing, man. How do I show the comments in this thing? You know, this iPhone's kind of funny. Don't know. Oh, there we go. You're gonna put a half horsepower well pump, get it hooked up, and plug in the Jenny. Yeah. Loft water tank. You know, I've thought about doing that exact same thing, putting a loft water tank so you have some gravity feed and just pumping it in. Hey, I've been super excited about putting this well in. The guy's still planning on putting it in. It's going to be a deep one. It's going to be a lot of money, but it's going to be fun. So I can't wait. And then from there, like, that's a great idea, putting a loft pump. I've also thought about putting a 1,500 gallon what do you call it? Not a septic. What do you call it? Cistern over here by the cabin, and then pumping that with 12 volt power just because it'd be shallow. But I don't know if I'd want to drink out of that if it was sitting there for months. That wouldn't be good. But for showers and irrigation, you know, we're on a hill, down this hill right there. We have some nice gravity feed down to a garden, right? So could pump it in there. Andrew, you've got to check out Southern Prepper 1. Fantastic channel. He's got the setup. He's got the setup. I've been borderline jealous. Actually, not borderline, just completely jealous of Southern Prepper 1's setup for years. Really good knowledge base on that channel. Really good. Really good. Wow, this was awesome. I'm glad we tuned in here. I'm still trying to figure this comments thing out. I wish it was a little easier. I don't have anything, man. I live in the city still. Shouldn't tell you that live, but not the city. We live outskirts of Portland, so we're just staying away from the riots up here. We just come get some fresh air up here, but we're getting there. We're getting there. It's been a long time. A couple videos ago, I was mentioning, thank you. Thank you. Southern Prepper 1 says the cabin is awesome. Well, it's been a fun project, but a shared well, yeah. But it's been a fun project, this cabin. It's been slow going because we've done everything with cash. So if we were putting on a credit card, it would happen quicker, but we'd be in a lot more debt. And on this thing, we owe zero. So that's been the big thing. It's taken way too long, um, but it's all cash. It's all cash. Do I plan on visiting the East Coast? Man, I haven't been to the East Coast in a long time. You and Southern Prepper One are over there. That would be kind of fun, but probably not to fly. I don't think I want to fly anywhere for a while. Mrs. D and I have talked a lot about getting an RV and doing a big old road trip. Well, I don't know about the big, that was an exaggeration. We've talked about getting an RV. That was my exaggeration, but we've always thought it'd be kind of fun to do some sort of tour. And you know, the kids actually don't mind traveling because they're used to coming up here and driving 8 hours at a time. So that would be kind of fun. But you know, finding an RV right now, I don't know if you guys have been interested in that. It's hard to find a good RV because guess what? Everybody's doing RVing right now. Everybody's RVing because just like us, they don't want to fly. And so, yeah, I've thought about putting rebuilding the old transmission. Road trip, PA Prepper, you're on here? Yeah, road trip for sure. Well, yeah, see, if you guys remember way back at the beginning of this channel, I had a Ford V10. Well, spoiler alert, I still have that truck and it still doesn't have a really good transmission in it. But I thought about getting that rebuilt. But that's, again, we're talking money. And it still works for most things, for commuting and stuff. Like you want to commute in a V10. But since I've been working remote, I don't think I mentioned this, but I sold my car because I just didn't need it. I was like, why is that car sitting there? So let's just sell it. And so I only have the truck, and then Mrs. D has her Sequoia back here. So we could get something that the Sequoia could pull, I guess. That thing will probably go forever. But yeah, the truck is still alive and well, and that's what I'm using right now. So I've thought about putting a new transmission in it and just making that sucker a pulling rig. That'd be kind of cool. Other than that, yeah, Andrew, the BMW. I love the BMW. That was my favorite car ever, but times change, man. Times changed quick. Like times change really fast. And like I said, let's put the well in. Action Man, you guys are all on here. This is awesome. Love hearing from Action Man. But yeah, we got rid of the BMW. Got rid of the BMW, just don't need it. Times change quick. We can put that money towards a well, right? Times and necessities changed really quick. So we just got rid of that and kept all the bare necessities, been working on the side-by-side and got that going. And like I said, got this open trailer. That's been awesome too. Simple things. I used to have an open trailer years ago when we started this channel. I see that outhouse up there. I mean, that tool shed up there. How much for the well in our area? Great question. They're pretty reasonable. I mean, they have to go down and drill into solid rock, which the guy was saying, the well driller was saying that he actually likes to do, but they seem to be running anywhere from, well, let's put it this way, out anywhere from 100 feet to 300 feet, and I think they're around $30 a foot. So do the math. And there's, some permitting fees are pretty minimal. So that, I mean, Idaho doesn't ding you very much for any sort of permit. I don't even think they do. No, they do permits for wells. That's for sure. That's regulated by the state. But everything else is kind of like, do whatever you want, unless you're, interfering with your neighbor's stuff. So, yeah, Idaho's great for permitting, man. Way, way better than Oregon. Oh, man. Geez, we know people who have paid $12 a foot. Yeah, that's a way better deal too. Maybe we should move over there. Yeah, the permitting up here, in Oregon, we had a friend who had to redo his septic, and it was $22,000 to do the permit, minus any work at all. So if that gives you an idea. And up here, I don't know, it's probably a couple $100 or something. $3,900, 6-foot casing. So here's the deal with the wells, and I learned a lot. I think I told you about in the last video. The guys up here love to do rock. Yeah, it's harder to do. It's $30 a foot, but the casing is a lot cheaper. So in the end, your pricing for, I think they said if he has to go into sand or dirt or mud or clay, it'll cave in on him. Then he said he's charging more for like a correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not a well driller, but he said he has to use a metal casing or something thicker. And so with this thing, he just uses PVC, so it's done. You just need to have a casing. It doesn't have to have any structural value, really. So it's kind of a toss-up, you know. It's easier to drill, costs more to drill, but in the end, the well is, you know, the parts involved are way less. So it should be good. And then, you know, I'm new to this thing, so I was asking him, do you need a big well house? He said, you really don't. He goes, they can do inline pressure tanks, which aren't as good in some ways as the bigger ones, but you know, you can just unplug it and shut it down in the winter and you're good to go. There's no freezing pipes or anything. It just is what it is. It just stays in the ground. So all this new stuff, I don't know. These guys have it all down, and yeah, wells are expensive up here. No joke. Wells are expensive, you know. So gonna be a big, but we've saved for like 8 years for that. So it's time to do it, and it's gonna be next level stuff, because if we can irrigate, and obviously I'm a bit nervous. I mean, it's expensive, right? And there's no guarantee with wells, but this whole area has water, and this guy is really knowledgeable, and he's done a lot of these wells around here. And he said, you know, over there is fine, but right there, he goes, he won't even drill. There's no water. So he knows this whole area really well. And he would just look at it and go, if he didn't think we could get water at all, he wouldn't do it. So we can at least get enough for like a residential thing, and it's going to be a bonus if we get, you know, more. But our friends drilled one just up the hill from us, and then just down the hill from us. That's, you know, and they all got water, so it's pretty good. Southern Prepper 1, no gutters on this cabin. A lot of people don't run gutters in this area because this is sort of a dry, I don't know how to describe it. Like, I don't come up here usually in the winter and maintain this thing. So my main plan is to have the snow fall off of this, and that's a 12-12 pitch. So usually what happens is we'll get a big dumping of snow. I have a trail cam in the front so I can kind of see what's happening. You know, we'll get like, you know, 3 feet of snow one day, or in a couple of nights, and then it'll warm up and melt, and then it'll just slides off. So, you know, if I had gutters, it would probably just rip them off of there, unless I had some like snow guard, or what do you call those things? Like my father-in-law has like snow guards or whatever on the roof, but I don't have those things. You got to understand, I built this like 5, 6, 7 years ago on a super tight budget. I don't have hardly any money into this thing. That's all like Craigslist doors and stuff, you know. It's not the best stuff. So yeah, it just kind of slides off, and you know, it'll pile up kind of in front, but we've never actually had it, you know, intrude, like get into the cabin or do anything weird. It's up off the ground. So it's been very dry. We've come up here, you know, and had to hike up in several feet of snow, and it's always been totally fine. For rainwater collection, yeah, it would be awesome. And if I was up here permanently, I would probably do something like that. I would probably cut those back, put some gutters, and at least get some rainwater collection. But hey, if we have a well, you know, getting anywhere from, you know, if we're getting 10 gallons a minute, that's going to be great. I can't wait. Like I said, I don't know if you caught the beginning of this, that we're thinking about moving this cabin back into the woods, like leveling this place off and putting a legit house right here. Because this is the view right here. This is the view. That's where you want it. And for years we've dinked around figuring out where we should go, but I think it's going to be, this is the view. This is where it should be. It's just harder to build right here. It's on we're sitting on a giant rock now. So something about that in the Bible, about a wise man or something, I don't know, building not on sand. There's no sand here, right? Thank you guys. Thank you. I love the view. This is where, I'll be honest, this is where I feel most at peace, man. You know, to be honest with you, I get pretty stressed out being around a lot of people, and this is where we kind of go to recharge. And like in these current times, it's been a complete blessing to be able to come up here and you know, kind of get away from stuff and get kind of relaxed. I mean, this is for me, this is just therapy to be up here. Oh, by the way, ooh, 40 caliber. Can I show that on YouTube? I'm not going to monetize this. I don't care. Yeah, what else? Yeah, man, I don't know if you saw this a couple years ago. We thinned a lot of these trees out, and they're just so thick now. Again, you know, I was like, man, we really got after it and really got after it with the chainsaw out here and the excavator and stuff, and everything's filled back in. These were all thin like a year ago, like you could see through it, and now they're getting up into our view again. So we're gonna have to just keep cutting those down, or at least limit them up or something. Yeah, this is where it's at, guys. No, no, no. So Action Man, good question. Is that an alien? I think you meant Alien Gear chest rig. Interestingly enough, I did some reviews on some Alien Gear stuff. I didn't really like them. I offered to do some industrial design for them. They didn't. They were like, we got engineers. So I'm like, well, whatever. Okay, I can help you out with that. I can fix some of those issues. This is a Gunfighters Inc. Gunfighters Inc. is also, you know, they moved from Leavenworth, Washington, east of here, directly east of here. Well, I don't know, not directly east of here, like northeast, I guess. Where is Leavenworth? I think it's up there. Kind of northern Washington? Swedish town, something, some sort of Scandinavian deal. And they moved to Sandpoint, I believe, I think. So pretty close. And yeah, they bailed on Washington. They were like, forget the rules here. Yeah, I followed those guys. They're great. I actually made a trade with these guys because I work in the outdoor gear industry. So we made a little trade, and I really like this thing. This is a great, great rig. And I always have it up here just for animal. Yeah, Bavarian. Yeah. Oh, Bavarian. Okay. Sorry, Scandinavian. I thought it was Scandinavian. I'm thinking of something else. I don't know. I thought it was, yeah, you're right, Bavarian. Yeah, BMW-ish. So, cool, yeah, it's a cool area, but they bailed on it. They left, they said, forget that. They came out here as like, I think late last year, I think. So, yeah, they're enjoying it, I believe. I don't know those guys very well, but I've talked to them a little bit. Cool people, cool products. And they take it really serious. Yeah, they actually hired an industrial designer to do that, like to design and come up with some of their, because it's not an exact pattern of the gun. It's like they actually stylized it a little bit, so that's pretty cool. Design sells, man, I tell you that. All right, guys, it's been a half hour. I've been just rambling. It's been awesome talking to you. Everybody that I like to talk to has been on this feed, so that's awesome. Thank you for watching. It's always super humbling and super exciting to hear from you guys, just to know that you get something out of it. You know, we're working away at this thing. It's been so slow, but I hope we can do some more stuff this year. But we got to say goodbye for a little bit here, for a couple weeks, and then we'll come back and do some cool stuff. I got some other stuff coming up. I don't know if it's work related, but if I can sneak that in somehow, maybe we can private message somehow. I don't even know how that works anymore on YouTube. They kind of, you know, you have to do that on some sort of, you know, I have a ham radio. We could just talk on the ham radio, work it out. But we're going to be doing some work related stuff that you guys would probably be interested in. And yeah, right. Same mindset. Like-minded people are always fun to talk to. And yeah, I really want to, I'm going to get the camera up here and hopefully film the drilling process here in the next month. Those guys are busy, man. They are slammed. I'm telling you, you know, the costing is one thing, but they can charge whatever they want. Disabled Deer Hunter, awesome to hear from you. Thank you for stopping in and saying hi. They can charge whatever they want right now because they're slammed. There's so many people moving up here. They're getting the heck out of the cities, man. It's a real thing. You want to see what I'm talking about? Go look at Portland real estate. Go to realtor.com and check out, yeah, the demand is insane. Check out Portland. Just go to Portland and look how many people are selling their house. It's like the whole city is selling their house. Now, the catch to that is everything's pending. So the market's really, really weird right now. But for the time being, people want to move there, but they also want to get out and go to the outskirts. You know, we live in the outskirts, you know, about 45 minutes outside of Portland, and you can't find anything where they're going. but they're also people probably from California, I'm guessing, moving up to Portland because of the weather, I think, and the riots. So it's fun. So yeah, it's interesting. Very interesting time right now. But I can tell you the property around here, there's not anything available really. It's all sold out. There's been stuff sitting for a long time, gone for high prices, you know, for high prices. So yeah, weird times. All right, guys, nice talking to you. I'm gonna head back. It's getting later. I'm gonna get back before dinner. And always awesome to hear from you guys. Right on. I'm gonna walk out. Super cool. It's super cool, man. Southern Prepper 1. You guys gotta go check his channel out. Seriously. Seriously, if you've never seen Southern Prepper 1 stuff, go check it out. All right, guys, I'll talk to you soon. Bye.